Alright guys, this is my daughter. Today we're going to do an install video of the BSKT Design non-GT grill. It's fairly easy, and my daughter's going to do most of the work to show you how easy it is. Alright, let's get started. Hey guys, the first thing we need to discuss is the pony, whether to take it off or not. You do not need to take it off to install the grill. But if you do not take it off, the pony will be recessed. It will not be flush with the grill. I'm not taking it off because I have the lighted pony, and I do not see how you can take the lighted pony off without damaging it with the double-sided tape on the back. But if you have the stock pony, or if you're getting the lighted pony, I would definitely take it off. But if you have the lighted pony, I definitely don't think you should. That's my opinion, because I don't see how you could take it off and not damage it. Alright, here we go. The first step is to pop the trunk. The frunk, actually. My daughter's going to do that. Now, as you can see, I already took the frunk out. It's a very easy process. There are many videos on YouTube as to how to do it. And if you do not know how to do it, just search YouTube, and like I said, it will show you how to do it, and very easy process. Alright guys, first thing you need to do is to take this trim piece off. Now I've already done this before, but I reinstalled it so I could show you guys how to do it. The hardest part was these two bolts right here. There's two bolts at the top, one here and one here. Alright, they're almost, I could say, like pop rivets. I had a really hard time. I tried all kinds of bits and everything, and I could not get them off. Now this is what I did. I'm sure you guys are going to find an easier way to do it, but it worked for me. So all I did was I pulled up and towards me. It's a really soft metal, and actually, they actually pulled through this. They actually pulled right through the holes. Again, I can't show you that because I don't have the pop rivets in, but I would describe them as pop rivets. But again, I've already done this, so I'm just going to pull these out. Okay, you have to take out. The next thing you got to do is just pull. Pull up and towards you. See? And it just snaps right out. Again, I've done this before, so it's snapping out a little easier, but it's not much harder to do this. You pull up and towards you, and grab around each side, and pull. Alright, this one's giving me trouble. Oh, there we go. That's all you have to do. Now again, this top part is going to be different for you guys. These were basically, I'd call them pop rivets. I could not get them to come out, so like I said, I just grabbed the top of the trim and pulled on it, and actually the bolts pulled right through, which left me with the bolts there. So I took side cutters and I actually cut the ends off with the side cutters. Okay, that's what I did. I'm sure you guys can figure out a better way to do it. Maybe you can drill it out, maybe you can find a way to get it unscrewed, but I could not. So that's what I did. Again, I took the top like this, and the screws are still in there, pulled up and towards me, and they actually the screws actually went right through there. And then again, snaps on each side. You just take and pull it towards you, and this pops right off. So again, the hardest part is these two right here. Right here. And BSKT sends you new screws to use in here. That's actually what I pulled out initially when I showed you these right here. So, alright guys, the kit comes in two pieces. The trim piece that goes at the top over the camera, which my daughter is holding, and then the grill. She is now going to install the trim piece to show you how easy it is. That's it. The only thing that holds it in is two bolts at the top. She's going to grab them right now and put them on. Again, these bolts are supplied by BSKT. One there, and one there. Now, one problem I did have is they supplied these little nuts for each side. My daughter just dropped. I had a heck of a time sliding my hand in here and around the back to hold those. It was near impossible. You guys might have better luck. So what I did is I bought, let me get them, wing nuts right here. I think they are, if I remember correctly, 90mm wing nuts, which made it a lot easier to take these, reach around, hold them with your fingers, and screw the top in. I'm not going to show that process. It can be done, and I do it, but I found these are actually easier for you to hold from the back. Again, you take it, hold it on the back, and screw it in. You do that on each side, and that's all you do to secure the top. Again, I'm not going to do that on camera. That is actually the most difficult part of the install. It would be taking these out initially and then getting a nut on the other side of it. That is by far the hardest part, but it can be done. It just takes a little time. You got to reach around, and I actually dropped a couple in there, but it's definitely doable. It's just time consuming and tedious. But again, anybody can do it. That's okay. The next step would be to put the grill on. So I'll have my daughter get the grill for me, and then I will show you putting it on. It's a very simple process. It just pops right on. Snaps right in these stock locations left by the trim piece. Snaps right in these pieces right here. So I'll go get that, and then we will show you how to install that. All right, guys, the last and final step is putting the grill on. It snaps right into place in the stock holes here, the clips on the back. Line up the top. Right there's a clip there, clip there. Push in the top. And just go around the sides. Right there. There you go. That is it. As easy as that. I'll make sure it's in all. Clips are all in, and you are good to go. That is simple as that. There you go, guys. All installed. Just pop her in place, and you are good to go. Thank you.
Hi guys, so we're done installing it. It's pretty easy. All we have to put in is the front. You can probably find videos of that on YouTube. But thanks for watching. I hope you liked our video.